Hey everyone, it's Derek with the Dream Center. I'm just in my facility right now, as you can see in the background. A little bit of gymnastics and Ninja Warrior. Just getting set up to connect with everybody. Here's my little makeshift setup there, like that, getting creative. Just getting ready to connect with everybody on energy and information and how it's affecting our reality right now, and some tools to kind of manage the shift as we're going through it. Okay. So throughout all areas of your life, so your mental, physical, emotional, etc., you're going to experience a series of peaks, valleys, and plateaus. And it's important to be as prepared as possible for however life might unfold. So in the grand scheme of things, if this is what your life curve looks like, and this valley is the representation of what's happening right now, then overall, you're still doing very well. So even if as a financial representation, everything that you had was to plummet to zero, you still have all the other tools and resources that you've built up in all these areas of life to help pick you up and move you forward in a time of uncertainty. So really, it's important for you to become certain as much as you can and as resourceful as you can to move forward in creating your new growth journey. So future is thought occurring in the present moment. And when that thought or imagination manifests itself into physical reality, it's still occurring in the present moment. And so when those thoughts and feelings manifest into a physical reality, really it's happening in the current moment again, which is just a continuation of that past moment, which was also the present moment. It's a bit of a Coles Notes version of the explanation, but I think you can get the gist of it. Everything is energy and information. So at a time like this, loss, it's just simply a mindset, and opportunity is simply a mindset. But what's really important is to really make a conscious effort to choose the energetic tools that you're placing in your system that will best serve you and your community moving forward. Now, let's get on to the next topic. Okay, so here's a very simple diagram of the physical you as well as some energetic layers around you. So within the physical you and your energetic body, so this would kind of be like your spatial awareness, your maybe your aura, some people might call it, just your energetic body that kind of like just sits around you a little bit. All throughout this is where you're going to carry your thoughts, both this layer and this layer. You're going to carry your personal thoughts, feelings, physical sensations, your experiential reality. And then the global energy around you, this is the energy information that connects with your body, also connects with you mentally in terms of like global thinking, your global mind. This information has a big impact on our energetic system. So we're going to talk about what we can do to manage this so that during this situation, when we've got thoughts and feelings of depression, COVID-19, uncertainty, fear, anxiety, financial loss, almost like a sense of physical heaviness. There's like a very different energy in the air that's pretty unsettling to a lot of people, and a lot of people don't quite understand yet. We need to talk about how this impacts our system. We all collectively live in this big vibrational field. It's all energy information. Thoughts are electric, feelings are magnetic, and when they're coupled together, it creates that electromagnetic field. As we're going through this current life situation, there's a lot of energy outside of us that's really intensifying, and ultimately it's having an effect on our internal systems. So again, with job loss, the fear of becoming ill, the fear of losing family members, the issue with people panic buying at stores, it intensifies a lot of this. And I think that's a lot of what people are feeling right now. There's a lot of that energetic pressure, uncertainty, and how this is coming in on the system. So in kind of like a world of a very kind of balanced energy in terms of useful tools and not so useful tools, you will have a fairly simple system structure where you're not going to have too much impacting your energetic body. Now, as things intensify during a situation like this, you're going to start to feel some of these feelings and thoughts come into your system, and you're not going to really know how to process them, especially if you spend a lot of time on social media or even watching the media on TV. This information is coming at you 24/7, and it is really a lot for a system to handle. It's like going for a jog, but you're jogging all day long and not taking any drink breaks, like hydration breaks, food breaks, bathroom breaks, anything. Eventually that system's going to break down from the intensity of that energy and information that's coming into it. So at this point in time, it's really important for you to discern between which energy and information is yours and what energy and information belongs to the collective. Because when you have all this stuff intensifying and coming into your system, energy doesn't leave any gaps. And if you're not taking time to slow down and process the information, you're going to start to feel heavy. You're going to start to move your system inwards like this, which is going to have an energetic impact in different areas, energetically as well as physically. So again, if energy doesn't leave any gaps, it's going to take this area and it's going to start creating energetic indentations in your physical system, or energetic system. So your natural energetic field will start to look a little lumpy or maybe not as bright and vibrant as it usually does. And physically, this might result in like really tense neck pain. A lot of people put a lot of tension in their necks as they, I guess, when they're not taking time to process the information that's coming in on the daily, weekly, monthly. So again, this energy comes in, it just fills up here, and that's where physical, mental, energetic illness can come from. I'm not going to dive too deep into the how to keep your system balanced. I'm just going to talk more around the aboutness of it. But what I like to do for my system on a daily basis is I'll spend some time doing some breath work. I'll spend some time, usually 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes at night, maybe a little bit longer, and I'll really focus on, again, breathing as well as taking any energy that I feel I've pushed out too far from my system in a day and bringing that energy and information back in. And when I'm doing that, I like to pay attention to how I'm thinking and feeling, because a lot of other people's energy and information has an impact on you throughout the day, and it's important that you're only bringing their tools, their thoughts and feelings back into your system that are useful for you. So really, when you say yes to that energy and information coming back in, you're agreeing to it and you're making it yours. Therefore, it's not really theirs anymore, right? You're not giving that power away to somebody else. You're saying, yes, this works for my system, and I'm going to utilize it in day-to-day life. Again, it's really important to take that time to create your space how you choose, whether that's breath work, meditation, yoga, just writing your thoughts out on paper. It's kind of prehistoric, maybe typing them out on a computer. It's important to take that time for you and really create you how you would like to create you. Okay, so now let's touch on my intuition regarding our collective future. Because right now what I think we're experiencing is overall a giant system breakdown, which is ultimately a part of a big paradigm shift for us. So I'll give you a little bit of an analogy. We have 100 beautiful acres of property, and we also have this one old decrepit structure that leans to its side, and we have 100 people living in this old structure. It's not safe anymore. It's jacked up on a couple of old supports. It smells, the water's unhealthy. People are crowded. They can't stand the friction, the vibration between each other. We really need some type of change. And that leads me to a question for you, is like, if you think of our overall system right now, do you think that we're living in a very healthy way that fully supports the physical lifestyle, the mental lifestyle, the eating lifestyle, all those other things we talked about? Do you feel like our system is set up to support everybody in a way that we can thrive as a community? And I mean, I really don't think so. You guys might have other thoughts. I'd love to hear them. I'd love for you to share your opinions. I just think that there's a lot of very big changes that need to take place, and I'm going to talk about this little illustration further. So again, we've got this old structure, 100 people living in here. It's about to fall down. It's really unsafe. So in order for us to live in an environment where we can survive and thrive, this old structure needs to come down. And with that, it's not a completely new system. Like when a paradigm shift takes place, it's a lot of new systems, but they're still based on the support of some old systems. So again, we'll still have our 100 acres. So when this old system comes down, there's going to be a lot of dust that turns up in the air. And there's going to be a lot of people who panic based on the uncertainty of this dust or these old structures coming down. And so as the dust is settling, what people don't see is a lot of the energy information in the background that's all coming together to create the new structures and the supports in the system. It's not like It's not like this breaks down and there's a big gap in the energetic system. Energy is everywhere. It's throughout us, it's around us, it's everything in existence. So when this structure comes down, there is no energetic gap. There's still invisible life forces that are taking place to come in and support us further. They're already there, they just haven't manifested as physical reality as of yet. So again, this dust, this panic, this uncertainty, this is what a lot of people are seeing right now, but what they're not seeing are the other energetic structures that are coming in around this dust that are starting to build the new support systems for all of us to coexist in a very healthy way. So if we are going through a complete paradigm shift in how we think, act, feel, live, everything, again, it's going to take some time for this dust to settle, and these new structures are going to take time to come about as well. And a lot of people won't even notice these structures or feel comfortable with the new setup until the structures are at least halfway built or almost completely built. Okay, so this is the most important message of the entire video. How you choose to be right now will determine your landscape for the new 100 acres. And let me say that differently. The tools you use, physical, mental, spiritual tools that you use to embody your energetic system right now will determine the outcome of your reality right now in the present and moving forward. And the quality of your reality is determined by the quality of communication to others and most importantly yourself. So please be aware of the tools you're choosing to use at this time. The quality of everybody's reality depends on it. Thank you.